Alright, hey guys, real quick here, thought I'd do a quick video of the Case 1000 toilet parts here. I have them out in my workshop. I've had them laying here for a while since I did that modification on my pink 1958 Case 1000 toilet, but I just thought I would show you guys the mechanism since I have it laying here. And the problem with it is the this plunger here. See how loose that is? All the rubber O-rings. I should took this apart, but man, it's kind of tough. I can probably take that apart. I'll take that apart here in a second and show you that. And all the rubber O-rings are just gone. So, but luckily, there's a plumbing supply place online. I think it's called Plumbing Supply. I think the name of it. And Briggs works as well for the case. So I have to order it for a Briggs toilet. They use the same mechanism. And that plunger fits Case 1000 and the Briggs toilet. So that's good to know, because this, just like the Rochelle's and all them other low boys, this is about a $300 valve, maybe more, depending on where you can get it. But bad news is, if I ever wanted to replace this whole thing, it's not even available anymore. And I have to order the plunger, like I said, for a case, or for a Briggs, rather. Here's the flush mechanism. Now remember, on mine, I modified that and used a Kohler flush assembly, because this was broke. But I got some JB Weld, and I welded it on there with the JB Weld. I let it sit for a couple of days, and man, it's strong. Me and a buddy of mine tried to pull this apart, and we couldn't do it. I pulled this in, he pulled that end, and yeah, it's on there now. What happened was these brass screws had rusted through and broke, and they were in there, and it's a lot of trouble to try to drill those out, so I just stuck it back on there and welded it. So it's got the old triple seal plunger, like the Kohler Rochelle's and all the Pomptons and stuff have. A lot of low boys use that. Or here's another style that they use. This was out of that white Kohler Rochelle I got that was cracked on the bottom. I got that fixed. I should have showed the video of that. I got it fixed, and I could probably use it. And of course, you know, these mount with this lug nut, and as you can see through the top of that, there's a little screw there. So yeah, and then you just that lug goes down inside the hole and it draws it up tight. Now this gasket's probably no good. In fact, I'm sure it's not. It's hard, but you can make a gasket work for that, and so I could probably put that back in there if I wanted to, and I might. Although the Kohler one is working really good. So back to the valve here. This is your valve. Of course, here's your diverter. Sends the water to the bowl or to the tank, and it really, guys, a diverter. All this is, it's just a little, like a paddle. That's all it is. And it's just a little flat paddle. Sends the water one direction or the other. So, yeah, really not much to go wrong with that. And there's a gasket that goes here, but I reused it to use on my other toilet there, the other valve that I put in the toilet. Of course, here's your float assembly. This, I'll take this apart. This is your, that's your backflow preventer. Or they also call it an anti-siphon. So just a second, let me get this apart. I'll show you all there is inside that. Alright, I have it apart. Just 2 screws holds this top on. There's a little rubber seal in here, and of course, yeah, it's hard. It's not going to be any good. So I don't even know if I saw that part available. But look, all there is in there, there's a little ping pong ball. That's literally what that is. I mean, it's not literally. I think those are bigger, but it's just a little rubber, or not even rubber, that's plastic. It's a little plastic ball. Look at that. Yeah, that floats in there, so it's like a float is what it is. And what happens when the toilet's filling up, when your valve's engaged, this ball floats up and then presses against this rubber seal so that it closes off this, so you don't have water shooting out inside the tank. And then whenever the toilet's full and your valve shuts off and this water pressure drops, that ball drops back down. So what that does is that opens up this vent to your main fill valve, so that if the water pressure in your city or your block or something drops, it can't siphon the water back out of the tank, because this opens up. That's just a backflow preventer. So yeah, that's all that is. And of course, this here is your flow adjuster. This comes apart. I had it a while ago like that there. Yep, see there, guys? It's a little corroded, but yeah. So not much to it. So yeah, I got it all loose now, but yeah, I'll put that back on there here in a second. But there's your Case 1000 fill valve and flush assembly. And let me pause one more time, and I'll show you this plunger real fast here. Alright, I'm back, guys. So You just take these two little lugs off here, and then this whole assembly pulls out, and look, the plunger comes off, and wow, yeah, that thing's, oh my, yeah, it's not even there. Look at that, that rubber's completely out of that. So this wouldn't even shut off. If these go bad, yeah, they'll leak, but what'll happen, the water will just run out of here and drip down inside the toilet tank. Unless it's real severe, then it may spray on the lid and then run out on your floor. Depends on how bad, but, oh yeah, there's the rubber seal. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now this camera, I need to definitely invest in a different camera. There's the seal right there. Yeah, that little rubber right there. It fell out and fell down inside there. See that? And of course, yeah, and then down in there in the very bottom is that little plastic that looks like a hex screw thing there. That's the seat. So when you get a plunger kit for the Briggs, it comes with that seat too. That little plastic seat screws out, screw the new one in. So yeah, so I might do that. I might try to repair this valve. This plunger is like 20 bucks plus shipping, so that's not bad. So anyway, just sits down in there, and then you put your arm back in there and tighten down your little lugs. So all right, guys, well, just thought I would show that real quick. That's the Case 1000 fill valve and flush assembly. Really not much to it, other than if you try to modify to make another valve fit it. You see where I was at with this. That's in a little chamber area in that corner of that toilet. It's kind of sectioned off from the rest of the toilet. So yeah, this up here just turns the water on and off is all that does. It's like a shutoff valve. That's why a lot of these didn't have a shutoff valve under the toilet. So but yeah, you saw the modifications. You can make another fill valve work if you work on it. It took me all day, but I did it. So I might fix this though and put it back, see how it works. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.